Good evening as we come to you from H.O. Clemens Arena here on the campus of the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I'm Tim Stubbs along with Carl Wimper here this evening and live on KUAP 89.7 FM and tape delayed on UAPB television. UAPB basketball tonight, sponsored in part by Rogers Furniture. And Carl, Southern comes in 4-0. UAPB 2-1. Looked like they were headed to a 3-0 start as they had a 6-point lead on the road at halftime at Alabama State, but they end up losing that ball game. But a good start for the Golden Lions, winning 2 of their first 3 games, and they were all on the road at that. So finally get a couple of home games. This is the first conference and a home opener for UAPB. Well, big crowd on hand here tonight as you have the sorority and fraternities, a Greek night, I believe, and Power 92 is here DJing, the biggest and loudest pep band of all time. But students are back in full force here with classes starting last week, so the atmosphere is right, and this should be a good one, and none better to have a home opener, a conference opener, than against Southern. They went to the NCAA tournament last year and played Gonzaga down to the wire, almost had our first 16 seed, knock off a number 1 seed, and they took them down to the final minute of the ball game, and they're good again this season, starting off 4-0 in conference play, and along with Texas Southern, of course, UAPB, and a couple of others, got to be the early on favorite to repeat as champions.
Temple University, and then Southern University came back and knocked off Texas Southern. So it's going to be a wild thing.
In that game in which Texas Southern knocked off Temple, they have a big 6'10" transfer from, I believe, West Virginia playing for Texas Southern. I think he scored 48 that night. And that was a season high for NCAA this season in a single game. But the Golden Lions get a chance to take a look at him. And the Golden Lions have some guys that have been stepping up, of course, all season. 3 players averaging in double figures and led by senior Davon Haynes, 14 points, about 7 rebounds a ball game. Hammond's really stepped up for the Golden Lions this year as well. Marcel Mosley had a good ball game on the road at Alabama State. And, of course, Big Daniel Broughton cleaning it up inside. But this is an exciting Golden Lion basketball team once again this season. Mosley's going to get the start as the opening tip's going to go UAPB's way, along with Giovanni Robinson, some of the newcomers for you. And Hammond and Haynes, of course, and Broughton to round out your starting 5. As our buddy Bill Raftery would say, zone defense with man-to-man principles. Long 3, lighten it up. Right side is good. Malcolm Miller was the top 3-point shooter a year ago in conference play, and he starts off right where he left off a year ago. 3-0 Jaguars with the lead. They're working around the perimeter. Mosley now left side to Haynes. Hammond. Mosley looking down low. Stepping out. He likes that 15-footer. It's Daniel Broughton, nothing but net as he drills it on the right wing. Yeah, Broughton got back on defense and nearly had a steal. Southern's going to maintain possession here. 20 on the shot clock. They're working around the perimeter. 3-2, Southern with an early 1-point lead. They get it down low to the big fella, Mitchell. Mitchell misses it. Maybe could have got a basket interference there as he grabbed the net. And he's going to go up for a 3rd shot. Now a little pushing and shoving going on, and Haynes doesn't like that. Now it's still getting a little chippy in there as Calvin Godfrey mixing it up with Haynes a little bit, but these two teams, there's no love lost here between these two, and it kind of stems over from from football a couple years ago. First shot is good for Javon Mitchell, 6'9", 250, is a senior. And misses the second one, up high for the rebound. One of those newcomers for UAPB, Giovanni Robinson. 6'3", and boy, he can really get up too. Robinson holds it out high. Now Hammond, pump fake, puts it on the floor. Last second gives it to Haynes off the glass, no good. Battling for the rebound. It's going to be won by Godfrey for Southern. 4-2 our score, 2-point lead for Southern, 2 minutes in. Johnson down low to Godfrey. Godfrey gets hit in the face on the way to the basket, scored and one. He took a shot there right in the mustache.
Foul called number 44, Daniel Brawl. His first personal, second team foul. The basket is good. Shooting one from number 20, Calvin Godfrey.
Free throw is off the mark, no good. So UAPB's got it. Robinson, another rebound. Hammond will bring it ahead for UAPB. They're working around the perimeter here. Top of the key to Haynes. Haynes looking down low to Broughton. Broughton doing some work, but can't get it. Now he'll flash out to the right elbow. Here's Haynes. Nice crossover to the basket. Goes over the left hand. He's fouled and will shoot two. And if he could do it over again, he probably would have just dunked it. He had a really nice crossover move, and I was expecting Haynes to show Godfrey what the business is. It looks long. No doubt about it. First free throw is good. One more coming up for Haynes. 6'8" senior out of Detroit, Michigan. He makes both free throws, averaging 14 points a game and about 7 rebounds as well. Having a good senior season. 6-4 our score, Southern by 2, 17:28 to go early on here. Godfrey whips it to Johnson, left wing, three-pointer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Mosley. He'll kick it ahead. Hammond, bump, no call. Holds his dribble, now cross court. Robinson spots up for three. Off the mark, no good. Gets his own rebound, kept alive to Hammond for three. In and out, no good. And Haynes is there to clean it up. Lays it softly off the glass and good. Oh, tied at 6, and a great effort by Mosley, nearly saving it out of bounds into these new VIP plush seats here courtside. I was looking for Jack Nicholson, and kind of a little bit of a Laker feel here. I'm trying to get some of those seats for us over here. Those are pretty nice. Tied at 6. Godfrey, an air ball, 15 feet out. But offensive rebound kept alive once, twice by Mitchell, and finally won by Robinson of UAPB. They'll kick it ahead. Hammond. Down low, look out. Haynes, two-handed flush, shows them what the business is down low, and the Golden Lions with a 2-point lead. 6-0 run here by the Golden Lions. Dribble drive, and a hand check's going to be called on Robinson. Freshman from Itabena. You know, Valley probably feeling like one got away from him there.
23, Giovanni Robinson. His second personal, third team foul. Entering for the Golden Lions, number 12, Taylor Lloyd.
Yeah, he's a jumping jack too. Nice ball movement. Kick out. Miller, three, good. Well, he can stroke it. He's got a couple of threes, and he wears the number 33, maybe for a reason. 9-8, 1-point lead for the Jags. Haynes to Broughton, boy, off the mark on the pass. Broughton's able to corral it. Now Floyd will kick it out to Hammond. They'll set it up with 15 on the shot clock. Hammond off the screen, pull-up jumper for three is good. Hammond hits the three to match Malcolm Miller's three, and the Golden Lions back up by 2. (11-9) UAPB by a deuce. 15 minutes to go, first half. They got him trapped. Godfrey nearly threw it away. Banks down the corner. They get it to Darius Johnson, and Johnson's going to be held up. And that foul's going to be on Floyd, and we got a media timeout. We'll step aside here. 15:02 to play. First half, 11-9. UAPB by 2. Right back in a moment.
A single ember that escapes from a wildfire can travel more than a mile. That single ember can ignite and destroy your home or even your community. You can't control where that ember will land, only what happens when it does. Get Fire Adapted now at fireadapted.org.
Back inside of H.O. Clemens Arena here. Tim Stubbs and Carl Wimper, 15:02, and maybe some of our TV listeners can't hear Carl as good as I can on the radio. I know you can. We're working through some audio issues here this evening, and we'll get it fixed for you for the next game. Easy 2 on the dunk down low, so we're tied at 11 here out on the inbound pass. Southern and UAPB. Southern comes in 4-0 in conference play. UAPB 2-1. This is their first home game. This is their first home conference opener. In the lane, the lob to Floyd. He couldn't finish. Southern with the basketball coming the other way. Banks are working around the perimeter here. Miller picked up by Haynes. Pass tipped. They're working around, nearly out of bounds there. Was Lynch. Down low. Foul's going to be on Haynes as Godfrey got him up in the air. Calvin Godfrey, 6'9", 210 junior out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And he's out of Howard College. The transfer, Bryce Clark, is actually a transfer from Arkansas State on this Southern team. First shot, no good. One more coming up also. They have a transfer from Texas A&M, big 6'10" ball player. Second shot coming up for Godfrey is good. 12-11 our score, Southern by 1. Minutes to go, first half. There's some pressure, and boy, very aggressive there, out of bounds. And Some of our VIP customers over here get the sweat and the basketball to boot. Hammond getting double teamed, trying to get it down low to Haynes, throws it away. Haynes feels like he's being held a little bit down low. And rare turnover there for the Golden Lions. Gives it back to Southern. Southern leading 12-11. 13:50 to go here in the first half. In the corner for three. Lynch, no good. High for the rebound, and Godfrey got his shot blocked, but Lynch keeps it alive, and we got a shot clock issue as it didn't reset. Stop the clock there at 13:30, and coming in for the first time for UAPB, big Sean Tingle. Great size, 6'9", 230, a junior. Godfrey too strong down low, and Haynes clears the rebound. They'll push it ahead. Floyd on the lob and off his fingertips and out of bounds. Looked like it was deflected maybe by Southern, but no go for the Golden Lions.
In for the Jags will be number 22, Frank Snow.
Goodwin, left side now to Monroe. They're working around the perimeter here. Harold going to the basket, shot rejected, return to Cinder, Mr. Tingle. Yeah, they called a foul, but it was a really nice block there. It was a lot of leather on the fingertips of Sean Tingle.
Damian Goodwin.
One more free throw coming up. Second one no good, and then lost out of bounds, I believe, by Tingle. May have a foul, actually. Maybe reason he couldn't get the rebound.
Foul is called on number 30 for the Jags, Trey Lynch. His first personal, second team foul.
And silly turnover, careless. They give it right back, and of course Southern's going to make them pay. Cameron Monroe hits the jumper. So 14-11, three-point lead here by Southern. Now almost another turnover. So this pressure is causing UAPB some problems. They finally get it ahead to Floyd, and they'll set it up. But very scrappy pressure defense. Wide open three, and Chandler Savage passes it up. Haynes won't. He misses. Southern with the rebound, leading by 3. Harrell, left side, they'll get it to Monroe. Monroe to Goodwin. Back out to Harrell. Right side to Lynch. 10 to shoot in the lane, the lob, and not a very good pass. Off the glass, Tingle secures it ahead to Hammond now. Hammond in transition. Savage puts it on the floor, but Monroe was right there step for step. The kick out, Hammond passes up the 3, step back, long 2, in and out, no good. And we're gonna have a foul underneath.
Foul on number 30, Trey Lynch, his second personal, third team foul. Media timeouts.
Got an immediate timeout here. Carl will step aside. 11:31 to play here in the first half. Southern 14, UAPB 11. Right back in just a moment. Welcome back here at H.O. Clemens Arena. Tim Stubbs and Carl Wimper, and got a pretty good ball game going on here. C-Dub, 14-11, 3-point lead for Southern. UAPB with the ball. Tingle, top of the key here to Savage in this motion offense. So working around here to Haynes, left side, gets a screen. Now Hammond's got it. Now Haynes on the left block. Turns, spins, trying to dump it down low to a cutting Tingle, but nothing happening. Good half-court defense here by Southern. Forcing up a shot, blocked. Hammond and Tingle's got it. He's going to travel. And that benefits Southern with this scrappy, smaller lineup. Backdoor lob, and Godwin lays it high off the glass. Damian Goodwin with the basket and a 5-point lead. Another travel. Down low. Tingle was trying to sit up for a charge, but he was too deep. And 18-11 now, Southern with a 7-point lead. And Coach George Ivory, seen enough, calls a timeout, trying to stop this little run here by Southern as they lead by 7 and 9:54 to play here in the first half.
There are a million places you'd never consider texting. So why would you do it while driving? Leave risky driving to the professionals. Stop the texts, and together we can stop the wrecks.
This Southern Ball Club, in order for them to get a home game, I don't know if you saw the score earlier, a small Christian college out of Hot Springs, Arkansas, had to travel to Southern in Baton Rouge, and I believe it was something like 116-12 was the 112-16 or something like that. Yeah, that was unbelievable as the Golden Lions get a bucket, make it 18-13, and get a whistle on the floor. No, it's a They had played them before and beat them like 96-35, I think, the previous year, but it got a lot worse.
His second personal, 17 foul.
Sometimes you'll see UAPB play Philander Smith, but that's a much more competitive, bigger school than this small Christian college out of Hot Springs. We got a little stoppage in play here as the officials have a little small powwow over here by the scores table. 18-13 our score, 5-point lead for Southern. They are the defending champions of the SWAC. Last year you had 3 great teams at the top, but 2 of the top 3 were ineligible for conference tournament play. Southern end up winning that, and end up playing Gonzaga and almost beating #1 seed Gonzaga, and had them on the ropes there, and it slipped away in the last couple of minutes of that ball game. But that was a great effort a year ago. The big fella's gonna knock down a free throw here, Javon Mitchell. He's got one more coming up. And he knocks in a pair. 20-13, 7-point lead. Mosley will bring it up. Mosley picks up his dribble, right side to Haynes. Haynes gonna travel. That first step was a little too much to let him get away with. He gets called. Little floater off the glass, in and out, no good by Banks, and the rebound, offensive board by Mitchell, and then he gets called for traveling. He didn't like the call.
Entering for the Golden Lions, number 15, Trent Whiting.
Trent Whiting is in for the first time. Desart, 6'7", sophomore, and almost a travel there and a near turnover as Marcel Mosley just gets it ahead. Also in the ball game, DeAndre McIntyre for UAPB. McIntyre going baseline and a little up and under move, and he's fouled hard. And a couple of free throws coming up here with 8:21 to go first half.
Miller, his first personal, 14th foul. Shooting 2 for the Golden Lions.
It's McIntyre, I thought.
Check that.
Was he not fouled?
Foul on Malcolm Miller.
I guess they're saying no. Broughton takes a 3 instead on the inbound and misses it. So kind of an odd scenario there. That's a travel. Malcolm Miller.
In for the Jaguars,
8:13 to go.
Calvin Godfrey.
Twenty to 13, UAPB down 7 with the basketball. Mosley will bring it up. Picked up by Johnson at midcourt. Now works it right side. Nice little spin move. Mosley in the lane. A soft little finger roll is good. Shot up in the lane, no good by Banks. Whiting clears the rebound, kicks it ahead. Mosley on the right wing now. UAPB down 5. Here's a 3 for Whiting, no good. Up high for the rebounds. McIntyre keeps it alive. Mosley, step back 3, no good. Rebound by Miller, they'll push it ahead. Banks, top of the key to Goodwin. Down low, Godfrey back out. Miller, their sniper, for another three. He's 3 for 3 from downtown, all in the same spot. 23-15, and back to an 8-point game. Hammond out high. Here's Broughton now, top of the key. Left side to Mosley. And a foul as Mosley had his headband knocked over his eyes. Who turned the lights out? Well, we're going to step aside here with a media timeout. 6:55 to play, first half. Southern 23, UAPB 15. Right back with more Golden Lion basketball right after this timeout.
I'm big. I'm big. I'm big. I've done big things. Some even say I'm bigger than life. But you know what? There's nothing bigger than life. Not when someone you love is fighting to live. You want to do something big? You want to do something big? Sign up to Donate Marrow and save a life. Take the first step at BeTheMatch.org. See how big you can be. You could be the one to save a life.
Welcome back inside of H.O. Clemens Arena. Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper. Happy New Year. It's the first time we've been on the air since then. It's almost Valentine's and we finally get a basketball game. My goodness. It has been that when we were freezing to death. I think we were sick at that game and now we've both gotten sick again. That stuff's going around right now. I was at the doctor's office the other day and everybody in there had on a little surgical mask. I was like, my goodness. Thought I walked right into the surgery room. 6:50 to play. Right now, Southern's doing some surgery on UAPB. 23-15. 8-point lead for Southern. UAPB with the basketball down 8 here. Hammond, Whiting, Mosley, Broughton, and McIntyre on the ball game right now for UAPB. Mosley top of the key. Takes his man off the dribble. Now he's stuck. Gets it to Whiting. They'll set it up, 12 on the clock. Step back three from McIntyre, no good. Trying to keep it alive. Whiting is fighting for it and lost out by Southern. Look out here on, yeah.
That's a dangerous spot there.
Whiting's going to inbound it. New shot clock. He's got it to Hammond. Hammond, there was a switch there. That's going to be a block on Godfrey. They tried to double up on him, but you can't move like that and block him off. And
Against Southern, number 20, Calvin Godfrey. His second
on Godfrey.
Entering for the Jaguars will be number 44, Javon Mitchell.
Godfrey is out. Mitchell is back in for Southern.
Also entering for Southern.
And Goodwin is back in.
Goodwin.
As Bryce Clark, the transfer from Arkansas State, will take a seat. Here's Broughton, top of the key. He wanted to take that shot. He's not shy. He's got the green light from out there. McIntyre, he'll take the three, skies it, and can't buy it. Monroe, a little bender in the lane, no good. Offensive rebound, Mitchell, and he may have moved his feet there, and he keeps it alive as he's got a shot block. Good ball movement. Down low, shot blocked. Whiting got a hand on it. Mosley comes away with it, look out. Nice dribble, nice no-look pass. McIntyre was trying to plant one on Miller, and Miller gave him the Mutombo. On the other end, a missed dunk by Goodwin, and And some of our fans here on the courtside VIP seats, they're getting their money's worth over here, aren't they? They're enjoying being this close to a ref, and they're wanting a tee, and they may get teed up. No doubt about it. Now, Goodwin will shoot a pair here as he was, boy, he gets a lot of arch on his free throw, does he not?
We have number 3, Davon Haynes, and number 12, Jalen Floyd.
Well, they didn't take advantage there either. 23-15 as Mosley's put on a dribbling exhibition. He kicks it out. Haynes misses the good-looking three. Mosley, no-look pass down low to the jumping jack Floyd. He's fouled.
Foul is on number 44, Javon Mitchell. His first personal, 17 foul. Shooting
4:56 to go here before halftime. 23-15, 8-point lead for Southern, and Jalen Floyd for 2 shots. The southpaw's first shot is good.
And the first free throw is good. Entering for Southern, number 23, Yandarius Johnson. And it's good.
Yeah, foul right in front of the UAPB bench, and boy, George Ivory, he's got that sour candy out again.
That was on number 3, Davon Haynes.
He didn't like the call. It was right in front of him. And he kind of gets that.
Shooting 1-1 for the Jaguars will be number 10.
That Fred Sanford swag going on over there sometimes with his gestures. It's, you know, Monty Coleman will appreciate that. On some of our road trips back in the day, we used to watch a lot of Sanford and Son with Monty and the football team. Yeah, that's good times right there. That's good stuff. Another missed free throw, 23-17 as Broughton misses the jumper here.
Fouls against number 14, Tevin Hammond. His first
they got a lid on their basket right now. 23-17, they're still right there, just down 6, but gonna have a double bonus foul here as Michael Harrell, 5'11", 180 junior out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at the line for a double bonus, so it's 2 shots. And another miss. So Southern struggled, and this is the reason they haven't been able to pull away here in the first half. They have struggled from the foul line, and at the 6:49 mark, they were 4 of 9, and they've missed at least 3 more since then. Finally got 1 to go there. Harrell did. 24-17, leads at 7. That matches the largest lead for Southern. Here's Hammond and flying down the lane, and foul's going to be on Southern.
That was on number 5, Traylon Banks.
No question about it.
18 foul.
4:31 to go before halftime. Stops the clock. We'll have one more media timeout after this.
Number 14, Tevin Hammond. And the front end of the 1-and-1 is good.
And first shot is good. Brother played football here. They look a lot alike in the face. His older brother. They had him trapped, let him get away. Blocked by Haynes, but there to follow it up was Mitchell. 26-19, lead back to 7 for Southern. Mosley's got it in the right corner. Now Floyd, right wing, looking for Broughton. Daniel Broughton faces the basket, trying to get it out to Haynes. Nearly lost it out top. Hammond on the floor with it and saves it. Here's Haynes, the kick out. Step back, 17-footer, nothing but net for Daniel Broughton. He's probably one of, if not the best shooting big man in the conference. He can step out and shoot it with confidence. And he has been ever since he's been here. Down low, turning, spinning, shot up by Mitchell, no good, and going to be a foul on Mitchell as he went up for the follow-up. He knocked Haynes to the ground. Going to have a final media timeout here, Carl. We'll step aside, 26-21, Southern leading UAPB by 5. Media break, right back in a moment.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
UAPB. Welcome back. H.O. Clemens Arena. Golden Lions and the Jaguars. As Southern end up winning that SWAC championship in football and broke the hearts of Jackson State 2 years in a row now. That's. I would have thought Jackson State would have won that game after playing both teams, but it just shows you how close UAPB was to repeating, as they almost beat both of those teams and squandered 2 or 3 other conference games. And you take a look at it, the Golden Lions
First free throw is good.
really were a lot more competitive than their record indicated in football this season. First shot is good for Haynes. He's got one more coming up, and he knocks it in. So 26-23, the Golden Lions within 3 now. A little over 3 minutes to play before halftime. Southern with the basketball. They'll hold it out high, 20 on the shot clock. Good half-court defense. Banks down to 7 on the shot clock here. Harrell keeps it alive to Banks. 2 to shoot. Got to do something with it. Knocked out of bounds with a 1 to shoot. They got enough for a very quick shot. Maybe a lob at the basket here, and they're looking at it right now. And they do get it off, and missing the 3 was Banks. UAPB's got it going the other way. Hammond to Broughton. Faces the basket, now hands it back to Hammond. 2.5 to go before halftime. UAPB can tie with a 3 or pull within 1. They'll go for the tie. Broughton, and it just grazes the front of the rim, no good. Ball kicked around on the floor, and the timeout was called by Southern just before UAPB tied it up. That saved Southern a possession because the alternating possession arrow was headed to UAPB.
Ladies and gentlemen, also just a reminder, the Gamma Sigma chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated presents Movie Night, Sunday, January 19th. That's tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, 10:11 p.m. at Carmike Pines Mall 8. The feature movie will be Ride Along.
We have a big recruiting weekend for the football team here tonight. Good night to be here with this great Saturday night crowd and atmosphere.
Right here in Pine Bluff.
And hopefully coming back here to go to school. Coming up, I believe, around February 5th, somewhere around there. Southern with the basketball, leading by 3, 26-23, 2 minutes to go before halftime. They're trying to trap all the Golden Lions, and Southern was able to get out of it. Banks in the corner, kicks it top of the key. Malcolm Miller, pull-up jumper is good again, a long 2 this time, but boy, he just doesn't miss.
By number 33, Malcolm Miller.
He's as good, yeah, he's probably the best shooter in the league, no question. They gave him a 3 there, Carl, wasn't it 26-23? But I could have almost swore I saw the ref put up 2 fingers. Miss inside, and by Broughton. Floyd misses the dunk. Put back, but he gets it back. Broughton again loses it. And stolen now by Southern. And it looked like the official putting up 2 fingers. I don't know if they caught that. They gave him a 3 instead of a 2. There's a foul here on the other end. They may want to ask the official. I don't know if they caught it or not, but it looked like they said it was a 2.
That will be his 3rd personal.
1:06 to go here. It's a 3rd on Haynes. That's not good. Had to take him out. Whiting will come in.
In for the Golden Lions, number 15, Trent Whiting. Also number 22, DeAndre McIntyre.
McIntyre back in there as, yep. Second free throw, no good. UAPB's got it down 7. In the lane, the lob, and before Whiting could throw it down, it was tipped and stolen out of the air. So Southern will bring it back the other way. Under a minute to go here. Before halftime, Southern with the basketball leading by 7. And an offensive foul underneath. Maybe an illegal screen.
Foul is called on number 22, Wayne Snow. His first personal, team foul.
They say he's cold-hearted. Sorry. Here all week. Here's Hammond. Yep. Nowhere to go, and on the other end, oh goodness, we got a injured Golden Lion holding his left knee. That's McIntyre holding his left knee. Boy, he hit hard. He was going for the block on the breakaway there. I believe that was Yondarius Johnson, and then DeAndre McIntyre came down hard on that left knee, left leg area there. He's pounding the hardwood, and that didn't look good. I just hope the best for the young man. He's in a lot of pain right now. Well, he is in a lot of pain, Carl.
Crazy night with friends. We're here at somewhere to go. The Paul Design Store and Laser Zone or Laser Tag. College night is every Thursday.
They're gonna try to help him up. TC and Coach Ivory over there, and the whole team's gonna try to rally around him, but that doesn't look good. And that's McIntyre's a guy who's really emerged as a real key contributor too, so they're gonna pick him up and carry him off. That's not a good sign, but let's hope he's gonna be okay. And he went to block the shot, and he came down, not just awkwardly, he came down with so much force. And he smacked that hardwood, I'm telling you, hard and fast. Yeah, he'll have to get an MRI and some x-rays and to get all that checked out, but it didn't look good, that's for sure. We hope the best for him. First free throw, another miss. This one by Johnson, as Southern has left the door open here in the first half with all these misses from the foul line. And Johnson missed both of them. Robinson up high for the rebound for UAPB. He'll fill that role that McIntyre left, that void. Goal line's hope for the last shot here, down to 8 seconds. Down 7, here's Hammond in the lane, and a foul on the drive with 3.8 seconds left. And double bonus, he'll get a couple free throws.
Shooting the double bonus for the Golden Lions, number 14, Tevin Hammond.
Shot in and out, no good by Hammond. One more coming up. And the second one is good. And the shot at the buzzer will not go. It wouldn't have counted anyway. Frank Snow tried to slip one in there. All right, that's halftime, folks. 30-24, 6-point lead at the break. And we'll have the second half coming up for you in just a moment. 30-24, Southern with a 6-point lead over UAPB at half.
All right, give me a spot. You know my motto, safety first.
They could be dangerous. I think we should call animal control.
Animal control?
To be safe.
Don't worry.
Just...
I got this. It's a new motto.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
All right, welcome back. Let's see, are we on the air? Testing 1, 2. Nope, got a call back. Hold on. Carl, did you do a little? All right. Got to reestablish our connection for radio, but we are indeed here for television. Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper, just underway, second half. 30-24 our score. And a little stoppage in play here as a Greek night here tonight, Carl, and it's been an electric atmosphere, to say the least, right? Yes. All right, now we're on the radio. Sorry. Tim Stubbs, Carl Wimper, back on KUAP live and tape delayed on UAPB television. You can just hear me on the TV side of things tonight, but you can hear myself and Carl on the radio side. We'll get that fixed for you for the next ball game. I'm always setting Carl up like that. I'm telling you, that was quite a show they put on. That was quite a tandem. And Cipriano's over here on the bench for Southern, and they squared off in the championship game, I believe, around 2005. Back when Van Holt was the head coach, our old buddy. Second shot, no good for the big fella Mitchell, so 1 of 2, 31-24 rather. 7-point lead for Southern. UAPB with the basketball. 1 minute into the second half here. Here's Haynes, backs his man down, now kicks it out. Broughton, he'll square up for the three, no good. And the rebound tipped out. Malcolm Miller secures it for Southern. And getting trapped underneath the basket was Johnson, and then by the time he flared it out to the top of the key, 3 seconds in the lane was called on Javon Mitchell. Here's Haynes, wants to go one-on-one. Pulls up, 18-footer, top of the key is short. Southern comes away with it. In the lane, little floater is no good. Rebound, tipped around, and Godfrey couldn't pull away with it. Here comes Davon Haynes. Haynes drives right side of the floor, a little hesitation dribble, strong to the basket, now gets bumped. Shot is good. In the NBA, that would be a definite continuation bucket, but we're not in the NBA. And they're going to wave off the basket, I'm sure. In the NBA, they would definitely give him the bucket there in a free throw, but maybe next year for Davon, but not this year. Here's Hammond for three, no good. They really are. Excuse me. 31-24. Still 7-point lead for Southern. That matches their largest. Miller's going to try to increase that. His first miss from downtown. And rebound by Haynes. So push it ahead. Marcel Mosley. Behind the back dribble. Boy, he is silky smooth with those handles. Long three, right wing is good for Davon Haynes. It's the triple. 31-27. Underneath, and the big flush by Godfrey, the one-handed jackhammer. He throws it down, 6-point lead now. For our TV viewers, the main camera is on the other side of the arena this year. A little bit of a different look for you. Turnaround jumper is no good from 15, left side of the floor by Broughton. Here comes Banks the other way in transition. The kick out, Johnson for three, in and out, no good. Broughton clears the rebound. Ahead, Hammond. Now to Robinson. Robinson left wing. Davon Haynes, top of the key. Tevin Hammond puts it on the floor, tries to force up a shot, gets deflected, kicks it out. Robinson for three. It looked like it was right on the money, but a little too strong. Banks, and 33-27 is the score, and they're going to have an offensive foul. They're going to charge right in front of the bench there, and he got to be careful. He was out on the floor right in front of the official, almost ran into him while he was trying to make the charge signal. 16:06 to go. Nearly 4 minutes in here, the second half. Haynes is going to inbound it back here underneath the Southern bench, and I don't think they realized where the ball was going to be inbounded at. Now Southern can set up some pressure if they want to do so, and they back off man-to-man now, and bad pass there. Did not read the defensive back there on that one. And another two-handed dunk for Godfrey. And a foul here on the pressure defense. That's going to lead us to our first media timeout. We'll step aside. 15:46 to play, and the largest lead of the game here for Southern, 35-27. Southern leading UAPB by 8.
Here we go. We're gonna make some juice.
It's gonna be good.
She's excited. A little bit of kale.
Please don't put this on.
I'm putting it all over the line.
It's wet. It needs something. No, it'll go.
Don't break my juicer. Looks good.
You ready to try it?
Come on, baby.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
It's okay.
You like it?
All right.
They might surprise you.
She took another sip. You saw it?
Search We Can for more ideas on how you and your kids can get healthy together.
35-27 our score, 8-point lead for Southern. It's going to be UAPB basketball as we're set to inbound it here. Bad pass again and nearly stolen, but Floyd's able to help out. He was the inbounder. Coming from behind, that's a reach-in foul on Banks, and boy, the Southern bench just erupting on every call. Even the players are jumping off the bench, and you can get a technical on the entire bench, right?
Technical, that is his third personal foul. For the team foul.
So 35-27 is the score, 15:38 to go. Now they're talking about it over the scores table for a second.
Check that. That's the third foul.
Here's the inbound to Whiting. Back out to Hammond. UAPB is going to have to start scoring some field goals soon. It has been a drought. Here's Haynes. He'll spot up for three. It was right on the mark, but he's short. The drought continues, and a year ago you had a guy like a Lazavian Jackson, one of the best three-point shooters in the SWAC, and you don't have that. Need somebody to step up, fill the void. Top of the key, Banks. 10 on the shot clock for Southern. Got to move here. Goodwin back out. Banks with 1 on the shot clock for 3. In and out, no good. Haynes up high for the rebound. Push it ahead, Hammond. Haynes, the hesitation dribble, leans in with the body and gets the little teardrop to go. Nice move. Davon Haynes with the basket, and that stops a long drought for UAPB. Banks, nice little drop off underneath the easy 2 for Damian Goodwin. Six minutes in here, the second half. Lead back up to 8. Broughton down low to Floyd. Floyd double team, triple team. Now Godfrey swats it from behind, but it was 3-on-1. $19 on the shot clock. Here's Broughton, a little wraparound pass. It was off the foot of Godfrey, and they'll reset the shot clock. Keeping it with UAPB, or actually they put 4 back on there, so it's 15 seconds rather. I'll give you half the shot clock. Here's Mosley off of a screen. Little bounce pass back door to Broughton. He loses it. And here comes Southern. They'll push it ahead. Yeah, that's a walk. They missed it. He traveled. And Southern's going to get a second chance at it. And Godfrey's going to shoot 2 free throws, but they missed the up and down there. 13:25 to go. And 8-point lead and then some coming up here. 2 more free throws.
Obviously, Coach Ira missed it too because
First shot is good for Godfrey. One more, and he got them both. Largest lead of the game here for Southern, 39-29. Here's Mosley. Now to Haynes, checking in for the first time for UAPB, trying to see, I don't have a 10 on our roster here. Yeah, there you go, it helps with the back of the, I don't have a Jeffries on the my roster here either. Mosley with some great dribbling, but then he got into no man's land and turned it over. On the other end, and Trent Whiting with the foul here. Going to the line is going to be Trey Lynch. He'll have to earn on the hard way as Whiting gets back on defense. Two shots for Lynch, makes the first. And Southern starting to make these free throws now, and that lead is starting to balloon as they got a double-digit lead here. Tipped around. And it's going to be kept alive by Southern. It's a 3 in the corner. Miller, no good. Mosley the rebound, and it's going to be a reach-in foul on Michael Harrell that made Mosley fall to the floor.
Second personal foul, 15 foul. In for the Golden Riders, number 14, Tevin Hammond.
to 29, 11-point lead for Southern. UAPB with the ball. They got some work to do. Jeffries, top with the key to Haynes. They're working around here to Mosley now. Mosley to Hammond. Dribble drive in the lane, the lob, and the missed dunk here by Haynes. He just never really had the ball. And we have a stoppage in play. The shot clock. It did. A couple seconds went off before. Oh, did they? Yeah. Malcolm Miller. .12 to play. They inbound it back court to Jeffries, now over in the front court, and again, the shot clock didn't move. Having some issues off the shot clock. I'll get that situated. They got it down to 30.
Last call for the winning 50-50 raffle ticket number 499-951. That's 499-951. To report to the store center with a winning ticket to claim your prize.
12 minutes, 11 seconds to go. It is. It's just as common as headbands and sneakers, right? Headbands and high tops and tattoos and long shorts. There's the inbound to Haynes. Turns, spins, goes up with the left hand. He missed it and then knocked the rebound to Southern. Well, he had that at point blank range. He'd like to have that one back. Southern with the ball, leading by 11. 8 minutes into the second half here. Tipped. Yep, they do defensively here with a steal by Hammond, and he's knocked to the deck, and that's going to be an immediate timeout. 11:52 to go. We'll step aside. But Southern in control, leading UAPB by 11. 40-29. Southern with the lead. 11:52 to go, second half.
Now it's time for This Week in Bad Stats.
Bad stats?
Horrible stats. Here goes. 260.
That's how many runs were walked in with the bases loaded last season.
Wow, very good. Here's a tough one, though. 3 and 4.
No idea.
That's the number of kids who witness bullying. 3 out of 4.
Not a good stat.
No, it's not, but that can change. Kids want to help, but they don't know how. You can visit stopbullying.gov and give them the tools they need to help prevent bullying.
There are plenty of safe ways kids can help at stopbullying.gov.
Hey, we're on here. Carl, I told you I was with Carl Wimper. What's up, man? See, this is our talent cam. You see it right up there. I'm pointing at him. Way up there. That's new this year. We ring all the bells and whistles here on UAPB TV. I told you just couldn't hear Carl, but I told you he was here with me. Now, the radio side, they can hear Carl, but the TV side tonight can't, but he is here with me. So, anyway, 11:52 to play. Hammond at the line for UAPB. The Golden Lions down by 11, 1-1, and already in the bonus this early in the second half. It could be a lengthy final 11:52 as the first shot is good for Hammond, cuts the lead down to 10. And he made a pair. One way, if you're not making field goals, knock in those free throws. They add up. Penny by penny. Next thing you know, you can buy you a soda pop. Penny by penny. They add up. Down low and off the foot of Goodwin, out of bounds. What was your favorite soda pop growing up? Root beer. Always heard of the days of peanuts and RC colas. Probably didn't think I knew that, did you? My man, Stage Plank over here. There's a three in the corner, a deep three, and it's good by Mosley. See, we started talking about old school snacks, and all of a sudden, bingo, bango, three-point shot. That'll get them going. Cuts the lead to 6, 40-34. Long three on the other end for Southern, will not go. Lynch, Whiting up high, snatches the rebound out of the sky. Pushing it ahead with momentum. Haynes in the lane, little stutter step, no good, but he cleans his own mess up. Yeah, so are the Golden Lions, 40-36. They once 11-point deficit has been trimmed down to 4 here. 10:40 to play. And a near steal. Mosley almost had it. And they were saying it was deflected by UAPB. 8 on the shot clock. Here's Lynch. Passes up the 3. Dribble drive on the baseline and somehow kisses it off the glass and good. Put a little English on it, a little spin there. 42-36. That stops 7-0 run by UAPB. Jeffries. Got it out high. In the lane, he's tripped. With 9:55 to go, he'll shoot a 1-and-1 here.
Foul is on number 3, Traylon Banks. There will be his fourth personal foul. 18 foul.
We didn't get it. We don't have a extensive staff here, Carl, where we can get we can't throw it down to Leslie Visser on the sideline and get an update, injury update. Or Stephen A. Smith, Craig Sager in those ugly suits. I guess so. That's what you call it. Gangly.
At the line for the Lions, number 10, Trent Jeffries.
First shot for Jeffries is good. Second shot is good, so he contributes, gets his name in the scorebook. 2 free throws. 42-38, UAPB down 4. Southern with a basketball here, 9:45 to play. Nice pass inside, but Goodwin missed it. Maybe got popped in the chops. Haynes has it. Going the other way, the two-handed jam, no good, but Whiting is fouled. He'll shoot 2 as he went up to throw it down, and the Gold Lions are wanting basket interference on top of that. As our discount double check super fans over here are getting into it. Oh, mercy. I know, that's why I brought it up. If TV viewers can't hear Carl, it's one of his favorite commercials. And oh, that's good stuff. 42-38, 4-point lead, and Whiting misses the first one. Showed some of his leaping skills there. He can get up. He's very long and lengthy. He missed the second free throw too, so that's why they were wanting that dunk to basket interference to get that automatic 2, and then you just shoot 1 free throw, but they come earn it the hard way, and he missed both of them. Unfortunate. Four-point lead for Southern with the ball, a little bit over 9 to play. And a little one-handed floater in the lane. Now we got some talking going on. Somebody's going to have to grab Davon as Haynes is getting into it with Mitchell. And, well, we don't need this after. Here comes George Ivory is coming out just to keep things cool. And these, definitely don't want a football incident going on. And you may see a double technical here, but Haynes is kind of the enforcer out there for UAPB, and so good gracious, we don't need anything like that going on. But I think cooler heads prevailed in the nick of time. But now they're trying to say he was shooting. It was a shooting foul. They're trying to say. Now they got to shoot the technical first. I don't know. It was. Well, they're not in the bonus. That's the problem. They're saying it was a foul, no shot, but I don't know. This whole thing's a mess. No, I don't think they're. Broughton's trying to get a. Broughton's trying to get in the ball game. He's going to check in for Haynes. Let him cool off a little bit. So with all that said, as much to do about nothing, I guess. Now we're just going to have 7 shot clock issues, and Southern's going to inbound it. 1 second went off the shot clock. 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go.
In for Southern, number 33, Malcolm Miller.
42-38 the score. Southern by 4. UAPB still right here within striking distance. Down by just 4. They trailed by as many as 11 just a few moments ago. Seems like Southern's had the basketball on this end of the floor for a while. Here's Goodwin. He took it down and to the land of the smalls. And boy, the big guys, when you bring, oh, now we got it. They missed that. The official missed. They missed Damian Goodwin there, cursing at one of the UAPB players, and got away with it. But anyway, timeout on the floor. Let's step aside for a moment here. 8:57 to go. Full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute. 42-38 Southern by 4.
Hey, you going out like that?
Yeah, why?
Well, what would the neighbors think?
I see you. Come look at Mr. Feather. Look what I have. Mr. Bird, remember? Bark, bark, bark. We're just playing. We're just playing on trying to get you out of here.
Even still.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
8:57 to go, 42-38. Southern will inbound it, leading by 4. Malcolm Miller inside Goodwin. He goes up soft with the right hand, lays it in. Lead back to 6 for Southern. 44-38. Here's Hammond, pull up, 19-footer, rims out, no good. Had a good look at it. Miller back to Banks, top of the key. UAPB in the zone defense here. Banks cut off by Hammond. Down low, Mitchell. Mitchell loses it once, goes up hard, and then the officials jumping in there quick just in case. Anytime them big bodies, those big guys hit the floor, the testosterone level shoots through the roof, and all of a sudden you got you a good old Donnybrook. Big fella back to the line here, 6'9", 250 senior, Javon Mitchell. Another long, lengthy little delay. Boy, just it's a very long game.
In for the Golden Lions, number 12, Jalen Floyd.
.45-38, and Mitchell makes a pair, so that lead doubles in size up to 8 now. 46-38, 8 minutes to go. Chandler Savage to Floyd. Mosley finally frees himself up, picked up by Malcolm Miller. 15 on the shot clock. Broughton out high for the screen. Miller sees it, slips it. Here's the one-handed little kind of a lob, almost a layup and a lob at the same time, and he missed it. Almost like, I don't know if it was a pass or an actual layup, but he missed it. And Goodwin wanted to plant one on somebody, and he missed the dunk, but he's fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We'll have a media timeout coming up right now. 7:28 remaining in the ball game. Southern 46, UAPB 38. Right back with the final 7:28 after this.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. Face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty. Time to call 911 and get them to a hospital immediately. Learn the body language and spot a stroke fast.
M4 Pep Band rocking out here tonight, 46-38. 8-point lead and free throws coming up here for Southern. Starting to get late in this one, 7 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. First shot is good.
It's all the way up. It's an old phone.
Damian Goodwin. 6'8", just 200 pounds. Boy, he has a high arcing shot. They don't have to, no one's going to mistake him for having a flat shot. I mean, it is a rainmaker. Lead back up to 10. UAPB had cut it down to 4. 48-38. Top of the key, Mosley got his man in the air, and then recovering nicely was Miller. They double down on Broughton here, and they try to take it from him. They're going to have a jump ball, alternating possession. It's going to give it to Southern. Oh, yeah, he is. He's a little spicy. That good one. 6:58 to go, and the Golden Lions are going to need to make a run. They're working around here. Lynch inside, picked off by Broughton. Good hands. Here's Mosley in transition. Robinson back to Mosley. He'll set it up. About lost it. Gets it back. Still holds his dribble out high. Left side, Hammond puts it on the floor, and it looked like the ref didn't know what to call. He blew the whistle, and he thought about a block, and then his body language was kind of leaning towards charge, so he went ahead and said, oh, heck with it, charge. He was a little indecisive. And we didn't need that, Carl, because we're down 10 with 6 minutes to go, and that's a big call. Miller, now Goodwin. Jumper from 12 feet, no good. UAPB's got it. Here's Robinson. Kicks it ahead to Hammond. Boy, he is quick, isn't he? In the lane, off the glass, score it in one. Tevin Hammond with a nice move and take in the lane and gets the basket and a chance for a three-point play.
Foul starting number 1.
5:47 to go, 48-40, and plays like that can cut into this lead in a hurry and to make these free throws. Just one coming up here for Hammond, trying to complete the three-point play here. And he got it the old-fashioned way is right. He gets it to go, cuts the lead to 7. Need a stop and another score, and a stop and another score, and a stop and another score. Yep, and then you're winning. That's all, just 4 stops and scores. Five and a half to play. Taking their time, shot clock. Boy, may get away with a walk there. Lynch down to 10 on the shot clock. They had him doubled, spinning, kicks it out. They got their shooter for 3. It's Miller, and he drills it, and he wanted a 4-point play as he hit the floor, but oh, Boy, that young man, he can shoot the rock. Timeout called here by UAPB with 5:14 to go, and it's still 5 minutes to play, but that was, it maybe wasn't the dagger, but it was a gut punch. It definitely hurt. We have Power 92 in the house tonight here on Creek Night, and places, it's been club hyper tonight. It's been like a club in here, right? No doubt. Here's the inbound pressure here by Southern. Haynes is going to bring it up to Savage. So after UAPB got the three-point play, Miller comes right back with a big three to match it. Savage left wing, hands it off to Hammond. Thought about the three, same play from a moment ago. Tries to spin it off the glass, no call. Kick out, Robinson for three, no go. And that's gonna be a foul on Savage, pulling Godfrey down. Boy, Godfrey giving him the stink eye there, and looked like he was ready to, he wanted to get some. These guys are on edge tonight. Both of these teams are just, you can just see that they got some blood in their eye. Well, Southern knows they got tripped up here last year. They know this is a tough place to win. And they're 4-0, and they'd love to go 5-0. And if you could mark off a road trip at UAPB and still be undefeated, they know this is a big game for them. And on the other hand, UAPB knows they could win this, and it's a big swing, 3-1 or 2-2. Hammond, the kick out. Savage walks with it. Little one too many little extra little steps there, a little bunny hop, and they give you a little something, a little skip to Malou, but
one time got the crowd back.
Yep. Just over 4 minutes to go, and Savage nearly got it back. Look out, they're coming right at VIP row here. And now one of the students wants to earn a different type of scholarship. He didn't want to give the ball back. I think Coach Ivory's scholarships are filled up. 4 minutes to go. Here's Robinson. The drive, kick out to Savage. Haynes, he'll pull the trigger. Jumper off the glass is good from 18 feet out left wing. Don't know if he called it or not, but we'll take it. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Nice steal by Haynes. 2-on-2 here. Haynes off the glass, no good. Savage misses the easy putback, and then Robinson's fouled on his attempt to stick it in, and he'll shoot 2 free throws, but yeah, he was, and then the bat, it was almost like basket interference too. But 3:27 to go. We're gonna have a media timeout. It'll be our final media break, and we'll step aside here. 3:27 to go. 51-43, Southern by 8. UAPB to shoot 2 free throws when we come back.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Rancho Clemens Arena here. 3:27 remaining in the ball game. 51-43, 8-point lead for Southern. Giovanni Robinson, 6'3" freshman out of Itta Bena, Mississippi for UAPB at the foul line. He'll shoot 2 as we set to resume play. Need to make these. These would be big. Cut it down to 6 here. One more coming up, and he got them both. Still time for UAPB to come away with the victory. Right side, Banks down the corner to Lynch. Lynch down low. Mitchell missed it underneath and knocked out of bounds. UAPB basketball, so they get the stop they needed. And the big fella Mitchell slow to get up as he kind of winces in pain and walks back to the other end of the floor.
In for Southern, number 23, you got Darius Johnson. And in for the Warriors, number 44, Daniel Broughton.
3:02 to go. Broughton back in. Daniel Broughton, he's sporting that grown man beard in his senior year. He's trying to show everybody how old he is. It looks good. That's right. Ball tipped and almost off of Mosley, and UAPB gets it back with 24 on the shot clock. Big possession right here. A really big possession for UAPB. They inbound it to Hammond. Hammond picked up by Johnson, nearly loses it. And Southern will guard you. They get right up in you. Hammond needs some help, hands it off. Robinson spins in the lane, little fadeaway shot, no good. Haynes is there for the follow-up basket. That's a big possession and a big bucket. And a hustle play for Haynes keeps it alive. UAPB's trimmed that lead back down to 4 again. With 2:31 to go, it's still a ball game. Timeout called. So still a ball game. 6-0 run here by UAPB. Oh, we need a stop right here. And then if the Golden Lions can get a bucket, and then it starts to get real tight and that pressure builds on Southern. Gotta watch Malcolm Miller. He loves throwing them daggers at you. Got rid of Beltran from a year ago. He was a fantastic player, but this Miller kid can flat out shoot it. Top of the key, 19 on the shot clock, 2:12 to play in the game, 51-47. Low scoring grinder in the lane, going over the left hand and scoring a tough basket is Traylon Banks. That's a big bucket, lead back to 6. Mosley gonna try to cut it in half, and he will. 3-point shot is good. Mosley with a big 3. It's actually, they got 53-51. I think the score is wrong. It's supposed to be 53-50, and they're screaming over at the scorer's table right now. Here's Goodwin. He misses the shot. That's going to be a foul on the floor as now the music is going off right now, and we're in the middle of the game. What's going on here? This just has the feel of just craziness. I guess they call it a timeout. Well, they got the score right now, 53-50. But it was wrong for a minute, but the foul was right. Anyway, this has gotten just chaotic here. We've seen games like this before. This place can get wild quick. It can get really a little erratic in here. But a very hyped up atmosphere here tonight. And 1:29 to go here in this home opener for UAPB and first conference game. And now at the foul line, Mosley has a chance here to cut this to a 1-point game with 1:29 to play. (53-50), Southern by 3. Marcel Mosley, junior from Marion, Arkansas. First shot is good. And he's really improved as a shooter too, and really from three-point range. Second shot, no good. Oh, I start talking good about him, and they always make you look bad. 53-51. 2-point lead for Southern. They have the basketball, 1:15 to go. This one looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They're working some clock here. Banks, watch Miller in the corner over here. Banks, 8 to shoot, dribble drive in the lane, goes up, off the glass, score it. Boy, he has been the X factor in the last 3 or 4 possessions for Southern. Under a minute to play now, 4-point game. Hammond, he wants to go all the way with it and scores. He said, the heck with that, I'll just take it to the rim myself. And he gets the bucket, timeout called. UAPB can set up their defense. Makes it 55-53 with 47 seconds remaining, and it's still a ball game. Well, 47 seconds to go. Defending champs, undefeated this year, Southern. They lost here a year ago at UAPB. And the Golden Lions trying to repeat that against Southern this year. I'll take it at this. I mean, that means that UAPB will have a chance to win. I mean, they're down 2 right now, and Southern's got the ball. If it means UAPB wins the game, then overtime it shall be. But I'd rather them win it in regulation. A little bit of a confusion about something, but I think we're ready to go. Goodwin's going to inbound it. UAPB's got their full court pressure defense set up. Watch the run out here. Banks has got it, and then he's going to be fouled by Hammond. Hammond didn't like the call.
Foul is number 14, Tevin Hammond. That'll be his 4th personal foul. 19th foul. Shooting be
1-1. Still in just, this is the last time they're going to be in the single bonus. We've got some students joining us here on press row. Well, they're getting right on top of you here. And this is a big miss. Got it. And he's got one more. This Banks kid's been impressive. As you can see the students there with that shot from the other side. They're getting right on top of you. Yes. And he made both. Ice water in his veins. Knocks him down. Back to a 4-point game. 40 seconds left. Here's Haynes. Spins, hangs in the air, off the glass. Battle for the rebound, and Southern comes away with it. 30 seconds left. They're going to have to foul. And there's a foul by Haynes, I believe. Johnson is going to go to the line now. You get a double bonus, so he'll get 2 shots. And
Foul is called on number 3, Davon Haynes.
I think Goodwin may have took a shot, but that was a big possession to come up empty a moment ago. You got to keep the pressure on him. They'll take Haynes out. No, he just fouled out, rather. He'd finished with 19 points to lead the way for UAPB, but he did foul out with that foul. The Snowman is back in, Frank Snow. But at the foul line for 2 shots is Yondarius Johnson. And he missed the first. That'll help. Still a 2-possession ball game. There's still enough time where you can go get a 2 instead of a 3. Makes the second, but you may want to start thinking about a 3 now that you're down 5. Here is Savage. Savage, dribble drive. Is going to go all the way, gets it to Broughton. That's an and 1. Yes, sir. Snow with the foul, and Broughton gets the basket and a chance for a 3-point play, and that is not what Southern wanted at all. Roman Banks he's not very happy over there. So 16 seconds left. They'll call a timeout after the free throw here. Set up their defense, but this is a big shot by Daniel, and he got it. 2-point ball game. Timeout, George Ivory will set up his defense, so we still got a game here. 16 seconds left. Sitting over here to our right, you see Alan Smith, and he was a big contributor in that NCAA tournament team. Yep, Terrell Kennedy looking good. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Some of the former, yeah, he's lost. Yeah, he looks good. He was playing overseas a little bit for a minute. Hey, they are VIP. Part of that NCAA tournament team in 2010. They'll always be in VIP, right? 16 seconds left, 58-56, Southern up by 2 with the basketball. UAPB setting up the pressure here. Goodwin's going to inbound it. And he fumbled it. They do get it to Lynch. Lynch is fouled with 13 seconds left. Boy, Mitchell fumbled it, but the Golden Lions weren't on him enough for them to capitalize on it. So that would have been the guy you wanted to foul. Now Lynch at the line for 2 shots here. If he can just miss one of these, it's going to get real interesting. First shot is good. And he just shakes his head and said, not on my watch. I got these. One more coming up here for Trey Lynch, senior from Lancaster, Texas. Nothing but net, made both of them, and he kind of looks over the student section and shakes his head. Says, I got these. So back to a 4-point game with 13 seconds left. Either a really fast 2 or you're going to have to take the best 3 available. Here's Mosley. They're going to try to go for the 2, and he's banged around, no call, and now just 6 seconds left. You're going to have to take a 3. They wasted too much time there, and thought maybe you could get a foul call at least, and they didn't get the call. So now they're going to really need it. They're going to need to hit a 3 and get a quick timeout. Hammond, here's the 3, missed it. 3 seconds left. Jeffries at the 3. It's at the buzzer, and that's the ball game. So a heartbreaking loss for UAPB against the undefeated Jaguars. They gave them all they wanted and then some, but Southern comes on the road and wins a tough, hard-fought road victory by a score of 60-56. And Carl, it was one of those grinders here tonight. Yeah, a lot of fight. They come up a little bit shy. The atmosphere was great, but it was not to be tonight. Our final score, again, 60-56, thanks to our students here, a part of our UAPB TV crew, and Miss Lakita Goins helping out big time tonight underneath the basket. I always got to tell the boss they did a great job, right? She did a great job. Thanks to all of our crew. Randy Kelly back in the production room. He's flying solo tonight, and he's wearing about 10 different hats back there, and did a great job for us. For Carl Wimper, I'm Tim Stubbs. As always, 60-56. Southern wins it by 4. We'll be right back here on Monday evening, Martin Luther King Day, UAPB and Alcorn State. Until then, so long, good night.